Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got copper, honey, cover melt. Sounds like a sandwich. Sub, shrink, hero, condense. In fact, we might have sandwiches. Hero, melt. Anyway. Freeze, hack, backup someday. I'll back up my data someday. Alternate, fantasy, vaporize suit. I'm wearing my vaporize suit. Well, I saw hero and melt. Are there other... Yeah, sub. What's the other sandwich? Do I not see another sandwich? Copper is not a sandwich. It means a metal. Shrink, condense. If there's another sandwich, I don't know that word as a word for a sandwich. So maybe that's a red herring. I'm not sure. I'm seeing vaporize and condense. These are like vaporize. It's change in state, right? Change in matter state. So melt is solid to liquid. Vaporize is, I think, is vaporize solid straight to gas, or does that also include liquid to gas? And then condense is gas to liquid. Freeze is liquid to solid. Okay. There we go. So melt was not a sandwich. Change states of matter. Okay. We're still going to back up someday. Let's see. Shrink. I keep thinking about a therapist, like word for therapy or therapists. Psychoanalysts. Let's see. It could just be as simple as something getting smaller, though. So what do sub and hero go with then? A backup could be like a person, right? Hey, I need backup, or it could be like a backup singer, or it could be like backup for if the main thing doesn't work. There's a lot of kind of related definitions to that. And I'm wondering if that's related to sub, like the sub version of something. Like, I don't know. They feel similar. The alternate. Yeah, substitute. Sorry. Substitute is what that would be. So yeah, like a substitute teacher. So you got your substitute, you got your backup, you got your alternate. And your cover. Hey, like cover for me. Let's go for that. There we go. Replacement. That was just green. All right. It makes sense. They're synonyms. Okay, so what's left here? I keep thinking of copper being like the slang for police. It could just be a color. It could be the metal. What else could it be? I mean, honey and copper are similar colors to each other, but I don't think there's enough other things that are a color. Anything else? So maybe not that. Let's see, someday. Someday is weird, right? Like, what would that be for? Hero? I don't know why I'm getting like movie vibes, like movie title vibes. I don't quite see it though. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Maybe that's what's getting me. Fantasy, like superheroes wear suits. I don't know. I'm seeing weird connections here that don't make sense. Hack is... I keep looking at hack and not knowing what to do with it. Like, are we talking about like hacking into a computer? Or are we talking about a hack, like someone who's not good at something? What else could hack mean? You can just hack at something, like the physical activity. Honey is the bee, the bee product, but also could just be a term of endearment. I don't know. Copper is conductive. Does that make any sense? Not really. I keep wanting to put like fantasy and hero and suit together. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I kind of know why, but like, I don't think it's a real category. Like, you know, you've got your fantasy genre, you've got like your superhero genre. I don't know why suit would go in like I'm thinking about like superhero suits or even like there's sort of that sort of fantasy trope of the guy who wears a nice suit and is powerful in some way, but I really don't think that's it. I'm kind of at a loss here. I'm not sure what to do. I could use my strategy of locking in 4 things and seeing if we're one away or not, which can be very helpful. It'd be really nice to do this without any mistakes, but that's essentially a way to get a hint. Things that are sweet. Honey. Fantasy. I don't know. Fantasy football. I'm trying to fill in the blanks here. I feel like purple is a fill in the blank because some of these just are completely unrelated to anything. Like shrink. Someday. Honey. Like a lot of these. I can't connect them to anything. Or could only do tentative connections that don't really make sense. Hack doesn't make sense. Like you've got the hacker. Can we add ER? anything, not really. So the act of hacking. Okay, hack is a verb. Shrink is a verb. Suit, not really. Fantasy. None of the rest of these are verbs. Okay. They can also be nouns. Hack and shrink can be nouns. But I was thinking if there were 4 verbs, I'd lock that in. But it doesn't seem to be true. Someday. Like, how does someday work for anything? Why do I get the feeling that some of these are one-word movie titles, and I just don't know all the movies? Like, isn't Hero a movie? I could see a lot of these being, like, just names of movies, but I don't know enough to know which ones are actually movies, and I could be completely on the wrong track, too. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and it's basically just to get a hint, I'm going to lock in words that I think might work for movies. Hero, hack, shrink, and honey. I don't know. So that was not one away. That means I need to split them in half because we have 2 categories left. So the only way to not be one away is if you have 2 from one category and 2 from the other. So that can help me. That's probably the best result to get. So we need to figure out which 2 of these go together with which 2 of these. And then, we can find that from either of the categories. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to try shrink and hack together and copper and suit. And I'm thinking these are like these are kind of like colloquial terms for certain people's professions, maybe? Slangy names for professions. Hey, I got it. Okay, so copper was police. I'm not sure what profession hack is, unless they're talking about hackers. Shrink was the therapist. Suit, just some business guy, I guess. All right, so this is our purple. Someday fantasy hero money. Not money, honey. I don't know, I'm going to go with like song lyrics or something. I have no idea. Oh. Mariah Carey #1 hits. They were songs. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, I'll take that as a win compared to the last purples where I was like, I have no idea. Cool. Well, I pulled out a win with 1 mistake, but that 1 mistake really helped me figure this out. And actually, I was on the right track with a lot of this stuff. Like even the 1-word movie titles, it was 1-word music titles instead. Really interesting. All right, song titles, I should say. Anyway, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Sunday, July 7th. Let's go. Way down. To be heavy? I'm not sure. Monk's hood. Is that not called a hood? Oh no. Hood. Okay, I'll hold off on that. Country where the word for lobster translates directly to dragon shrimp. Oh, I'm just going to guess China here because of the dragon. Fertile areas in a desert. Oasis. Nice. Walks on water. I'm not sure. Let's get the downs. Idaho's capital. Boise? Is that how you spell Boise? For whom a car manual is written. The... I don't know. The owner? Owner would fit if it wasn't Oasis. I'm going to hold off on this. Risky material to pack in a stuffed suitcase. I don't know what they're going for there. Spiced tea. Chai. Oasis seems right. Oh, is this plural? Areas. It's oases. Yep, it is plural. This is owner. Okay, what was 5 down? Character on NYPD Blue or Brooklyn Nine-Nine. A cop? Way down. Bow? Bow down? I'm not sure if that's right. Monk's hood. A cowl. Okay. Walks on water. Oh, piers are... That's really funny. Piers are walkways on water. Anyway. Risky material to pack in a stuffed suitcase. Glass. And it's to bog down. Okay, that makes sense. I just couldn't think of it. All right, cool. So bog, cowl, China. China was right. I'm really proud of that pool. I don't know if I should be, but I am. Oases, plural. That was tricky. Even though, I'm still not that great at recognizing that the clue is plural sometimes. This is a really funny clue for peers. Cops, chai, Boise, I spelled right. Owner and glass. Nice. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to push back on the glass thing here, right? Because an empty suitcase is actually worse to put glass in than a stuffed one. Because imagine your suitcase is stuffed with a bunch of clothing and you put like one glass in the middle of that, it's got all that padding, right? But if it's an empty suitcase and you just got that one glass in there, it's going to break. Anyway, how'd you do? Let's do Strands for July 7th. Today's theme is not just black and white. Are we talking about other colors then? Like colorful things? Or are these things that are black and white, like penguins and zebras? I don't see a Z, so what else could it be? Could it just be like a little bit more metaphorical and saying things that are shades of gray? As in like morally? Or are they literal shades of gray? I see GRA. Does the New York Times spell gray with an A or an E? I think the American spelling is supposed to be A, but I kind of use both depending on how I feel. All right, I'm going to have to do the border strategy here. Sometimes there's just a word right on the border. We've got tire. Can we do anything with tire? Not that I see. We got a TH here. Thetter. I don't know. Flint. Okay, so maybe these are things that are shades of gray. Why can't I find gray then? Oh, I found gray. Gray shades. Gray shade. It won't just accept gray, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that means that this top right. Sleet. Sleet. No. Sleet. If this is gray, right, then we have to do something in that top right. Leets, teals. I don't know. We could try it. Teals, leets, etals. Right, maybe not then. I can't see how to make a word out of that. Steel. Steel. There we go. Okay, so this is gray something. Gray. I want to do gray shade, but grays? Gray something. Gray colors. Gray shades. Gray. Okay, we'll hold off on the spanogram because I can't find it. So what are other gray colors? Oof. Just coming up with gray colors is not my forte, but we'll try our best. What else is gray? So steel and flint we got. Is there like charcoal? I'm seeing CH. Where's our R? Char. How do you spell charcoal? Maybe just char? No, okay. I'm looking for the C that would go with charcoal. Charcoal, there it is. Okay. And then this is slate. So when I did sleet, I was thinking of slate, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Tin something. Platinum? Okay, nice. We got the spanogram and one more gray. Regal gray. I didn't think so, but it's kind of weird that regal's right there. So it's got to be gray and then like a long word after that. Gray's anatomy. What are gray stuff? Gray cal. I gotta find the other gray, I guess. Eth something. This is a problem. Gotta avoid the gray. Lager gray. It's really tempting to just press hint so I can separate these out, but I'm not going to yet. Gray. I don't know if it's gray or grays. How about, oh, grayscale. Grayscale. I see it. It just traces down here. This is graphite. As soon as I got grayscale, then it became obvious. I just didn't know how to split these up. Okay. A bit of a carousel moment there, but honestly not too bad. All right. It was basically what I thought it was going to be. A very, very literal use of the theme today. How'd you do?